NKTelco Sports welcomes you to Ohio Northern University. Today's matchup, JCU Blue Streaks versus the ONU Polar Bears. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Minster Bank, NKTelco, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, Francis Furniture, New Knoxville Supply, For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Kewpie Hamburgers, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Sydney Body Car Star, First National Bank.
This is an NKTelco Sports production.
University and men's lacrosse college style here on the campus of ONU at Ada. This afternoon's game, we've got Ohio Northern University and John Carroll in an OAC men's lacrosse matchup. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Tom Mealy. And Tom, John Carroll comes into this game with some momentum and a very important afternoon for John Carroll.
It is. This is a big game for John Carroll. They come in winning against Baldwin Wallace, which was a huge game for them on Wednesday. It puts them in a tie for first place in the OAC with Baldwin Wallace. So this game has great potential for them.
And Ohio Northern, first season, 8-6 overall, 1-5 in OAC play, and also a big afternoon for Ohio Northern. Can they play the spoilers role?
That's exactly it. They come in here, upset first place team in the OAC, and helps them to improve their record in the OAC, where they only have one win, but still it's still a great season for them. They no matter what happens today, they're still going to be over 500 on their inaugural season.
It's a rainy afternoon here at Ohio Northern University, but we've got men's lacrosse coming up on NKTelco Sports. We'll be back right after this. Ohio Northern University and John Carroll squaring off in men's lacrosse action from Bill Robinson Field. Our John Carroll keys to the game, Tom Mealy.
For John Carroll, we have OAC incentive. John Carroll comes in to this game, huge game for them. A win here clinches a share of the OAC with Baldwin Wallace, and it takes them into tournament play with first seed. Also for John Carroll, we have tremendous depth. They have a full roster of 40 players. It gives John Carroll the luxury of fresh legs at their disposal. On ONU side, we have a balanced scoring attack. They have Slagle, St. Croix, Aramo, all three huge scores for the team. Slagle comes in here first in the OAC with assists, averaging 3.15 assists per game. He leads the team with 27 goals and 68 total points. 41 assists tops the OAC. You got St. Croix with second in team with 19 goals and 37 total points, and Aramo with Aramo, Weiss, and Pavone all come in here with the team with a total of 31 points total. Great goalie play for ONU. We got Alex Pizarro in goal here, record of 3-5. Little deceiving on that part. A lot of his losses come off of tough teams that they played here in the OAC. He comes in with just 9.86 goals against average. So they'll need a big game out of him for this win.
And our keys to the game brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Solana, where the dealer makes the difference, and that scoring balance putting the pressure on John Carroll here in the opening few minutes of play, Tom.
Yeah, they are. ONU does a great job of moving the ball, opening up lanes up the middle here, and just putting pressure on the defensive side.
Slagle has it behind the goal, and Ohio Northern working against John Carroll's defense.
Today's going to be a little bit tough for ONU and their attack plan here, seeing the field is wet due to the rain that we're getting here. So I imagine they're going to have to do a little bit of adjusting on being able on their cuts that they're making here.
And there's move by
As
Mitch
we see
Groves.
a shot and goal.
Shot and goal, and Ohio Northern takes that early lead. We'll double check who scored, but I believe it was Groves. And Ohio Northern here in the first quarter goes up 1-0 over John Carroll. And we were talking about OAC competition. John Carroll's lone loss was to Mount Union, a team that Ohio Northern played very, very tight earlier in the season.
It was only a 5-point loss to Mount Union here. So this could be a very interesting game.
And the face-off. And Ohio Northern with 13 minutes to go, first quarter, they've got a 1-0 lead as Peoples battles for the face-off control. It'll come out to
ONU goes right into this quick offensive attack that they have.
Connor Preston, number 33, with it, and John Carroll will set the offense up, and they'll move it up court or upfield very quickly.
We'll see here how John Carroll sets up their offense and what type of attack they'll run. I imagine it's fairly similar to what ONU is going to run here, where they're going to just bounce it around, get those lanes opened up. See what type of goalie play we can get out of Pizarro today.
And as we talked about earlier, the weather does play a factor in this one. We've got a strong east wind and a drizzle, I guess you would say. This is the final home game or final game for Ohio Northern before a final game of their inaugural season, and the Polar Bears stand 8-6 overall, but 1-5 in OAC play as John Carroll tries to move the ball.
As we see here, they're just bouncing around, trying to get that defense to bite, to slide out, to open up those lanes. But ONU's defense is holding strong here, not biting on those, letting them take those passes outside. As we see a shot knocked down here by ONU's defense.
John Carroll working the perimeter. They'll set it up now behind the goal as Jacob Betts handles the ball back out front as they continue to look for to get some flow into the offense. John Carroll is led by number 22, Declan O'Grady. He's their top scorer. There's a shot on goal.
Nice save by Pizarro.
Beautiful save.
Read that coming around, kept his body right where he needed to be, able to make that save.
And Ohio Northern will move it upfield. As we were saying, John Carroll's top scorer is number 22, Declan O'Grady, 41 goals this year, 52 total points. He leads the Blue Streaks as Ohio Northern tries to take advantage and increase their lead. They enjoy a 1-0 lead here in the first quarter of men's lacrosse action here on NKTelco Sports, and they set their offense up.
Last time Ohio Northern was down here on the offensive side, just had a miscue on a pass. They were set for take a second shot on goal, and just unfortunately not able to get that pass off where they needed it to be, and they ended up losing the ball. So we'll see here.
Slagle shot just off target.
ONU will be able to reset their offense here as they're able to get behind the goal first. So we'll see them set their offense up and go to work.
Slagle, who's had an outstanding first season here for the Polar Bears, shot on goal. They're just off target as Drew Aramo with the shot. Going to be tracked down by Noah St. Croix, and he'll control the ball for the Polar Bears as they set it back up into their offense.
Lake, I believe, had a little piece of that with his stick, so he'll probably be credited here for the save.
There's the move by Aramo, but stopped there by John Carroll, and the ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Blue Streaks, and they'll be back on the offensive side and try to work the ball upfield. Carroll coming off a big 6-5 win over Baldwin Wallace earlier this week, and that put them in a position, that put them in a tie with Baldwin Wallace, as we said earlier. So a win here today has Baldwin Wallace
Nice save there by Pizarro again.
with at least a share of the title. Ohio Northern as Pizarro doing a nice job, and ball will go out of bounds.
John Carroll will retain possession.
Carroll has it, and quickly into the offense they come. Roberts, as they work the perimeter. And to the left side, Connor Pike, number 36. And behind goal, number 45 is Colin Riley.
John Carroll's just trying to work that. You'll see him pass that ball behind. They're just trying to work and roll around the side of the crease here and get a quick shot and hopefully catch Pizarro out of position.
Comes a move inside. Pass across. There's the shot inside. Another appears to be a good stop by Pizarro, and John Carroll will pick it up.
Officials resetting.
Connor Pike, number 36, with the ball. He'll go up behind the goal. Try to set the offense back up, and they move behind the goal.
Pike's just bouncing around from the side, back up top here. I imagine they're trying to feed him the ball. We'll see him slide across the middle, but ONU's defense holding strong right now.
There's the pass out front. And the move from the right side. But they'll set it back up behind the goal.
John Carroll's just being patient here, not forcing any passes in the middle here, and just trying to set themselves up. As we see a nice save by Pizarro.
And Pizarro, number 32, doing a nice job. The 6-foot freshman goalie out of Boonesboro, Maryland, with another save. And Ohio Northern's defense here in the opening first quarter has been very good, Tom.
It has. This is exactly what ONU needs, is a big game out of Pizarro. They need him to be able to stay in there because he's going to face quite a few shots. As we see the ball, it was a shot. They're going to call that a shot on goal. Just goes over top, and John Carroll retained possession.
A little bit high. Also, other scores for John Carroll. Michael Hubert second with 49 points and 31 assists. Colin Rice is third with 11 goals and 28 points. So John Carroll has a nice offensive unit, and then they'll try to apply the pressure against the Polar Bears here with 6:26 to go in the first quarter of men's lacrosse from Ohio Northern University. Shot out front.
This will be a goal.
And that's a goal.
Pizarro tried to slide, just unable to get completely across as John Carroll sneaks one in. And
Great velocity there on that shot, boy.
We'll get John Carroll's player and who scored here in a second.
Ties it up on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. We're tied. Ohio Northern 1, John Carroll 1. First quarter of action. And the face-off.
Connor Pike with the goal.
Waiting for the whistle on the face-off. Official sets. And the ball will come out to John Carroll. It's number 4. Connor Jones has it.
John Carroll bounce it back to their defense and allow their offense to move back upfield where they need to be and then go for the clear here. As we see John Carroll now moving the ball up.
And they'll go back into that offensive set and remain patient, it looks like. Rice, one of the Blue Streak's leading scorers with it. Now number 45, Colin Riley out front with it. Defended there by Latico for the Polar Bears. John Carroll tries to get into position.
Polar Bears defense doing a nice job sliding as they need to as the ball moves around up front. Not allowing those lanes to open up.
There's a loose ball. Picked up there by Logan Calhoun, number 6. He'll make the pass into the wing area and back to Calhoun. Calhoun over to this left side as Colin Rice will handle it. And
this ball will go out of bounds, and ONU will now.
Big turnover there for John Carroll, and Ohio Northern will have a chance here. We're tied at 1. 4:51 to go, first quarter of play. Ohio Northern will have the ball, and they'll toss it in. But
miscue here by Ohio Northern. Gives the ball back. Nice save by Pizarro.
Great save there by Pizarro as he comes up with his 4th save of the first quarter. And Pizarro, a freshman, earning his keep and goal here this afternoon for the Polar Bears as John Carroll goes back into the offense, and they continue to put the pressure on, Tom.
Yeah, they do. John Carroll is just moving the ball nicely, but as we see another shot and save by Pizarro.
And that's going to be out of bounds. John Carroll will retain possession. John Carroll's had 9 shots on goal so far here in the first quarter of play, compared to 6 for Ohio Northern. Cold, windy afternoon here at Ohio Northern. In front of the
shot.
goal. Pizarro
And
with
goal.
a great save.
No,
he got it in.
And rolled in behind
Rolled in
on his
behind him.
feet.
Thought Pizarro had that one, but it goes through, and John Carroll takes a 2-1 lead with 4:08 to go.
He had his body in position. I believe he even had it in his stick. Rolled out the bottom and rolled underneath his feet.
Tough break for Ohio Northern. Okay, we've got our replay brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star. Take another look at that one with 2-1, John Carroll in the lead.
John Carroll comes up with another face-off here and goes quickly on attack.
Face off to John Carroll, and back into that offense they go. Trying to increase the 1-goal lead that they have. Ohio Northern scored first, but John Carroll has bounced back with 2 consecutive goals. Roberts.
John Carroll just has a nice high-powered offense here that just moves the ball around. They sit on it and be patient. They're patient, not forcing anything. And as we see, they're able to hold the lead right now.
Riley with it. Back out to Roberts. And as we've said before, John Carroll just being patient on their offense.
That last goal for John Carroll was scored by Michael Hubert.
And the shot
goes wide.
Hubert now 50 points on the season. 19th goal of the year. Got 31 assists to go with it, so he's having a fine year for John Carroll. And Calhoun will just pull it back out. He'll go to his right side. Pass to Roberts.
Nice stick check there for
Riley
ONU. As John Carroll wound up to take a shot on goal. Defense holds strong and able to get the ball back for him. And Ohio Northern will have a play on penalty.
See if John Carroll. There's the stage to Roberts. And the pass is going out of bounds, and
this will go Ohio Northern's way.
Ohio Northern will pick it up, number 44.
Last two attempts here, Ohio Northern struggled to try to get a clear here as they finally get one across midfield.
Definitely need a clear, and ball picked up by Max Weiss. He'll handle it on offense as John Carroll will chase him. High Northern into the offense.
Weiss was feeling the double team pressure right there. John Carroll's playing more of a man than a zone defense right now.
And Groves
Shot
a little bit high.
Ohio Northern able to get back there and will retain possession.
1:22 to go here in the first quarter. Slagle will pass it out front, and Ohio Northern will try to get the offense going. Groves with it. Back over to Slagle, trying to make a move inside. Back over to Groves. Picked up by Hart.
Loose ball here picked up.
Got a whistle.
Of a slash. And it will go against John Carroll.
So Ohio Northern will keep the ball and have another chance on offense.
Number 1, Dominic Starvargi, will sit out here.
So Ohio Northern will go one up.
Ohio Northern comes into this game 9th in the nation man-up scoring with just under a .5 average here. So we'll see if they can continue their success in their man-up scoring.
Good opportunity for the Polar Bears. Let's see what happens. There's a shot on goal, and it goes off the goal, and it'll go out of bounds. Ohio Northern will maintain possession. Good opportunity here for Ohio Northern, Tom.
It is. They able to get it. If they're able, they need a goal.
Yep. Tie it up here with 20,
tie it up. Yeah.
20 seconds or so left here in the first quarter of play. St. Van Croy. Shot there is the goal, and nice shot there.
Comes cross body of the goalie, not able to get his stick over, and St. Croix able to sneak one in on top of the goal.
And we are tied at 2-2. Ohio Northern and John Carroll on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Ohio Northern 2 and John Carroll 2. First quarter of action from Ohio Northern, and the Polar Bears going right at John Carroll here with a lot at stake for the Blue Streaks. 15 seconds remain first quarter as we have the face-off. And John Carroll will win the face-off. They pick it up and they'll reset with the clock counting down. That's going to end the first quarter of play. Our score, Ohio Northern 2, John Carroll 2, and we'll be back right after this.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Ohio Northern and John Carroll tied at 2 on a rainy, windy, somewhat chilly late April afternoon here at Ohio Northern, but Ohio Northern playing very well in this first quarter of play.
They are. This game is not disappointing at any means. It's going to be a dogfight till the end, I believe, as we got John Carroll coming in here looking to win a share of the OAC, and ONU looking to be the spoilers of that. So both teams come into this game with great potential on their part.
And possession here to start the second quarter is going to go to Ohio Northern, I do believe. Yep, Ohio Northern has it. A good hustle there, and they'll set up their offense.
Ohio Northern working it here, trying to get it clear.
Aramo will bring it up across midfield. Handles the ball, sets up with the pass over to number 16, Mitch Groves.
Back to Slagle behind. He'll reset the offense.
And Ohio Northern has a chance here to take the lead, Tom, with a good offensive possession.
Yeah, that they do.
Nice
big
shot
confidence.
inside.
Nice save there for John Carroll by Lake.
Weiss had a shot, and it's just off target. And John Carroll will come right back at Ohio Northern here. They will try to move it upfield. John Carroll took 12 shots in the first quarter, Ohio Northern 9. Ohio Northern Pizarro with 4 saves, and that he had quite a first quarter for the Polar Bears.
He saw quite some action on his end of the field, and I know I've said it before, but they're going to need a big game out of him to come away with a win.
And so far, after one quarter play, they've gotten it. Let's see how John Carroll approaches this one. They're on the offense, tied at 2-2.
Again, just being patient, bouncing that ball around, seeing if they can get that defense to bite as we see a shot taken here.
A little bit wide right. John Carroll will reset from behind the goal. Clock's moving with the whistle. Thank you.
See a shot here.
Inside.
And we have a goal.
Goal there. Thought for a moment Pizarro may have kicked it wide, but unfortunately for Ohio Northern, the goal is in, and John Carroll takes a 3-2 lead. And the goal that time again by Michael Hubert, number 20 for the season. And now we'll see, take a look at the face-off. Got a great view of that right there as the officials make the spot. Set, and the whistle goes, and let's see who gains possession. Carroll and Ohio Northern going right at it. John Carroll will get it, and they'll be back into the offense, but it looks like Ohio Northern will come back up with the ball at midfield. John Carroll.
Yeah, they're just going to bounce that ball around, get their offense set here.
Connor Pike has it, number 36. Carroll will try to get into their flow of the offense. One thing on the face-off, Tom, that perhaps viewers may not know is that not everybody can move on that face-off.
No, not until the ball is moved out. They're not able to get in there. They can, it's the two men facing off or who's allowed to move. So we see John Carroll just moving the ball here now.
Shot just off target there by number 17, Colin Rice, and John Carroll will go back into the offense as they try to set it up. Rice has it.
Overloading that right side of the goal right now.
Move
see a
inside.
shot taken by Rice. Pizarro, nice save.
Pizarro's getting a pretty good workout. John Carroll's had 14 shots.
14 shots, and I believe that'll be Pizarro's 5th save.
Very even game so far as we have 11:45 to go here in the second quarter play with John Carroll enjoying a 1-goal lead. They toss it around, trying to set that offense up. Northern on the defense.
Shot taken. Goes wide.
And John Carroll will pick up the loose ball. Number 45 is Colin Riley.
Look for a quick shot here. Nice stick check here by Ohio Northern.
Ohio Northern has it.
Pizarro rolling out of the back of the goal. Being pursuit.
Loose ball.
We're going to have a trip call here on John Carroll.
Going to be a penalty against John Carroll. And that puts Ohio Northern with the ball. Attico number 35 for Ohio Northern. Cross field as they move it up to midfield, trying to get it across the midfield line. They do so. John Carroll trying to pin the Anthony Pavone.
We saw there just a little bit ago. John Carroll does a nice job defensively, putting pressure on Ohio Northern, trying to get those clears off, and it's not an easy task for Ohio Northern. It's gonna be a struggle all day for them to get a good clear.
And it looks like John Carroll has the ball behind their goal. And they'll take over on offense again. Trying to move it upfield. Alex Spratke. And the Blue Streaks. You can see them bringing it upfield. Toss to the wing is number 19. Adolph. He'll set it up behind the goal, the Ohio Northern goal, and they'll go into their offense. Clock at 9.5 minutes to go, and Pizarro will pick up the loose ball.
Nice job there by Ohio Northern's defense to stick check it right across the middle.
Kick it off to O'Grady, and up comes Drew Aramo, number 10. He'll make the move upfield. Pass off to Weiss. Northern into the offense.
Pass a little bit high there to Weiss. He was set for a quick shot, just not able to get that pass down low enough where he needed. Has to reset the ball.
And Ohio Northern takes it back out front. Hart, number 2. 6'2" freshman out of Bethpage, New York with it. Ohio Northern.
Shot and
on
goal.
And a goal. Number 10, Drew Aramo, 5'10" freshman out of Columbus, and Bishop Ready will double check to see who that goal.
I believe that might have been Mitch Groves.
Groves, number 16.
I believe that is. Numbers are a little distorted through our rain-soaked window, but I believe that might be number 16.
And Ohio Northern and John Carroll have tied it up. Ohio Northern's goal ties it up at 3 with 8:45 to go. And
that it was Mitch Groves. It's his 18th goal for the season.
Groves with the goal, and retaining the ball for them is Mitchell Frisbee, number 13 for Ohio Northern. And the Polar Bears go right back on attack. Slagle behind the goal. Shot again.
Just wide. As Ohio Northern's putting pressure on John Carroll down here, which they need to do. Just keep that pressure going.
John Carroll back with the ball as they try to get it across midfield. They'll reset it. We're tied. Ohio Northern 3, John Carroll 3. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 8 minutes to go. First half of play. John Carroll looking for a share of the OAC men's lacrosse title here this afternoon, and Ohio Northern giving them all that they can handle. Connor Pike, number 36, with it for John Carroll. He'll make a move inside. Defense on him. They collapse and double team. Pass inside.
Knocked down by the defense.
Good defense by the Polar Bears. John Carroll with 6 turnovers so far, Ohio Northern with 7. And Ohio Northern can take the lead. Groves number 16. We've got a timeout by Ohio Northern. We'll take a timeout. Our score, Ohio Northern 3, John Carroll 3. We'll be back after this.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Second quarter of play, 7:11 to go. We're tied at 3. Ohio Northern takes the timeout. And what are some of the thoughts that may be behind the timeout by the Polar Bears, Tom?
Just reset their offense, get a play in here, look to take that lead that they haven't had since the very first goal. Possibly overload one side, run a cutter across the middle, and try to get a quick shot off.
Here comes Groves. He has the ball. He's number 16. He'll pass it over to Hart. Hart back over in the wing to Pavoni. Pavoni tries to go inside. He'll pull it back out. Try to make the move inside. John Carroll's defense good. Loose ball. Going to have to go across the midfield line. John Carroll's going to pick it up. And they'll be into the offense. Got 6:20 to go here in the first half of play here, 3-3, and Ohio Northern turnover puts the ball back to John Carroll as they go on the offense now.
Shot and saved by Pizarro.
Good play by Pizarro. John Carroll maintains it as they try to work it. There's a shot on goal, and there's a
goal in.
There's the score.
Number 17 for John Carroll. Colin Rice.
Colin Rice, he's been around the goal all afternoon, and he finally gets the point, and it puts John Carroll in the lead, 4-3 with 6 minutes to go. And take a look at that on the replay. Brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star. And
does a nice job there, taking an outside shot off the wing and able to get it right by Pizarro.
And the shot is good, and John Carroll now has a 4-3 lead here, first half of play. Another critical face-off. Ohio Northern 4 out of 8. John Carroll 4 out of 8. This one will go to Ohio Northern. They'll go back on offense. Aramo, he'll go left side. He'll try to set it up for the Polar Bears. And they'll try to be patient on offense. They trail by 1 point.
Right now, teams are fairly evenly matched. We're not seeing a dominated team come away with this, and I imagine that's the way this whole game is going to go for us.
And we've got a whistle. It's going to be John Carroll will maintain the ball, or rather Ohio Northern has it. And they'll get a chance to go into their offense. 5:20 to go, first half. Ohio Northern right behind the goal.
Ohio Northern trying to collapse that defense, making those quick moves up to the middle, dumping the ball back behind, trying to collapse that whole defense in tight to sneak someone up across the middle is what I believe their thought process was right there.
And Groves will have it out front. Hart on the right wing puts Slagle behind the goal.
Knocked down by John Carroll's defense.
Good defense by Carroll. Across the midfield, Carroll will pick it up, and it's a loose ball, and Pizarro says that's enough of that. He picks it up, and back upfield come the Polar Bears.
I imagine we'll see a shot here real quick.
Working to set it up. There's the shot.
Bounces off of Stavargi's helmet, and out of bounds it goes.
Aramo with the shot, and got a break in the action. We'll remind everybody that this afternoon's game is brought to you by Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, the Knoxville Supply Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, NKTelco, and Kewpie Hamburgers, bringing you this afternoon's game from Ohio Northern University, men's college lacrosse between the Polar Bears and John Carroll. John Carroll with a 4-3 lead here, first half of action, 4:20 to go. On the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, and John Carroll will have the ball.
Slagle putting a little pressure on John Carroll, giving him a little bit of problem trying to clear that ball out of there. But John Carroll successfully able to move it across midfield.
John Carroll into their offense quickly as Ohio Northern trying to slow them, get the ball back. 3:50 to go. Second quarter. Calhoun.
So we'll see a shot.
There's a shot on goal, and it's good.
Calhoun just gets that ball out there with no defender on him, able to get a clean shot off, and has just the perfect angle against Pavone.
Tough shot just inside the goal post, and John Carroll goes up 5-3 on the goal. Take a look at that replay brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star.
Right there, able to just sneak it right on the right side of Pavone. And Pavone set up perfect, just very little room there. And John Carroll takes advantage of that little bit of room that Pavone gave him.
And Ohio Northern will pick it up. They'll toss it back to Pizarro as he'll toss it out as Ohio Northern tries to work it upfield. Pass over to Pavone. He'll go across the midfield line. And Ohio Northern now in the offense. Pavone still with the ball. Ohio Northern could use a score here as the deficit now 2 points.
Yeah, Ohio Northern hoping.
Grove, there's his shot.
Nice save by Lake.
And John Carroll back on the offense. Need to get it across midfield, and they do so.
John Carroll's the type of team that they have the potential to blow this game wide open here at any time.
Boy,
so Ohio Northern really needs to stay close with them for a chance to win this.
John Carroll close there as that pass went astray, and Ohio Northern will regain the ball as Corderville will bring it up, number 50.
Back to Slagle, will move the back ball behind the goal.
And Ohio Northern into the offense as they reset their players, and John Carroll keeping the pressure on. Aramo makes a move inside. Nice pass and shot just a
high.
little bit high.
Great idea there. Plant Weiss right there in the middle. Feed him for a quick shot and just not able to get that shot down low enough. But great idea there by Ohio Northern.
And they'll come back on the attack with Preston, number 33 in the lineup, Connor Preston. There's another shot.
And Weiss with the goal.
And the goal is there.
This time it pays off for him.
1:54 to go in the second quarter. And we'll take a look at that replay. Sydney Body Car Star. Max Weiss with the goal. There you see the pass to Slagle.
Slagle will dump it right back here to Weiss. Just like before, Weiss able to get that shot off. This time gets it down low enough, and this time he connects with the net.
Nice assist by Slagle and good shot by Weiss, and Ohio Northern pulls back to within a point. 5-4 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 1:54 to go here in the second quarter of play as Ohio Northern and John Carroll doing battle in men's lacrosse action. And you'll see another face-off. And Ohio Northern's had good success, 6 out of 10 so far. Ball still loose this time. It's going to go picked up by John Carroll, and they'll try to move the ball upfield as the players get set on both squads here as John Carroll. Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted by Slagle. Slagle will come down quick. We'll see. Shot just missed by Weiss.
Weiss just off there as Ohio Northern takes advantage. They create the turnover. Boy, that was a great play by Slagle.
That was great. He snagged that ball out of the air. Pass back to Weiss as Lakes wasn't set in goal. Just not able to get it to convert into a point for Ohio Northern.
So close to tying it up. 1:25 to go here in the first half. John Carroll will have the ball. They'll move it across midfield. They'll go into their offense. Clock at 1:10. Logan Calhoun, number 6, with the ball for John Carroll. He'll move it over to Colin Rice, who scored the last time for John Carroll. He'll try to make a move inside. There's the pass. Got a penalty. Shot on goal, and it's good from out front by John Carroll. And we have a penalty flag on the field as well.
Rice scored that goal.
Another goal for Rice, and that puts John Carroll up 6-4 with 47 seconds left to go.
I'm sorry, I take that back. That was Logan Calhoun's going to be credited for that goal with an assist by Hubert. Goal number 6 for Calhoun for the season.
Calhoun with the goal and 47 seconds left as we've got yet another face-off, and Ohio Northern finds themselves down by 2 points here as we're 47 seconds away from the half. Officials with the set. Whistle blows. Battle for the ball comes up with John Carroll, so they win the face-off. Right back on offense again. 2-goal lead. It's important for Ohio Northern to keep this one close as we approach halftime.
I was just going to say this is going to be a big defensive stance here for Ohio Northern as we come into the last 20 seconds in the first half. Last thing they want is to go down by 3.
And they tighten it up, and there's a shot, but Pizarro will knock it wide.
Pizarro saves it, tries to roll out of the goal to get back there, but John Carroll able to have a body, keep possession.
And they come right back at it as we're under 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Nice job of knocking the ball down by Ohio Northern as the time ticks off the clock.
Good
we'll
defense by Ohio Northern, and we're at halftime, and we've got a good one here at Ohio Northern University. And we'll just take a second to make sure the action is over, and it is. Our halftime score, John Carroll 6, Ohio Northern 4. We'll be back with more right after this. Thank you.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
So if you would have told me that coming out of high school 6 years ago that I would be sitting on a national student board overlooking the chapters around the country for the National Community Pharmacists Association, that's something that never would have crossed my mind. I would have said, you're crazy. But because of the opportunities and the help of a specific professor who she really pushed me and motivated me to want to become that well-rounded student involved in my profession as a student, I'm really looking forward to taking that involvement and kind of promoting it through my profession as I move from student to pharmacist.
I did have fear, especially since my brother was a pharmacy major. Their courses are really tough. And then as I started in the engineering program, I quickly learned that not all the material was that easy, especially since I had no experience. But it was mainly just my hard work ethic and the professors wanting to interact with you, constantly reaching out to try to help you, that kind of eased my mind a little bit.
Achieving a Hall of Fame status, it would just take the cake. It would be the greatest honor.
They put in rigorous hours to become not just a great student, but a great athlete, a great person, and obviously it's paid off.
You look at the wall and you see all these people that have done it before you, and that's what motivates me to keep going every day.
They have put ONU on a pedestal.
They have laid the foundation to what a great player should be like. I think that being inducted in the Hall of Fame shows that you were one of the best at your time while you played here at ONU.
Saying that you're gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I don't know. I guess tears of joy would be a good word for it. A big adrenaline rush would probably bring me back to my college days, reminisce on a lot of memories that I've had. It would just put me on cloud nine, I guess.
Come back to ONU and see the polar bear family and everybody that's passed through here, and see that you've made an impact in what you've done.
Something you can only dream of. It's definitely something you have to work towards. You have to want from day one.
Something they should cherish and look back on and show to their kids. And if I was ever inducted, that I would cherish. So
being in the Hall of Fame is one of the greatest accomplishments you can achieve as an athlete here at ONU.
Everybody at ONU, we're just one big family, and we're all so proud of them.
To all the Hall of Fame inductees, you've achieved one of the greatest accomplishments that you can achieve as an athlete. I hope to be at your level one day. Congratulations, and good luck at the ceremony.
Even though ONU is a small school, I've been able to see a lot of the world through the travels through the music department. Music is the universal language that draws us all together. Through my time at Ohio Northern, I've been able to travel with the music ensembles to Germany, England, Scotland, Wales, Italy, and Luxembourg. And sharing music with the different people there has been a really transformative experience about going to Ohio Northern. Before I was in college, I never thought that I would want to travel a lot, but once I started traveling, I just want to go everywhere now, so yeah.
Whenever I first got here, I was from a big city. I was from Pittsburgh, so it was a lot different whenever I first came into this small little town. For 4.5 hours, my mom actually tried to talk me out of it, and that was my 4.5 hour drive here was, don't go to Ada, don't go to Ohio Northern. It's a small town, but I got here, stepped out of the car, and walked onto campus, and I looked at her and I was like, this is it, this is home. So I, been here for 4 years. I have fallen in love with the town. It has so much charm. It's not what you expect it to be, but it's everything and more. And whenever you're at Ohio Northern, you have the faculty and the staff who just absolutely adore you and want to take care of you and help you be successful. They teach you to be leaders and entrepreneurs. They teach you to collaborate and to be innovative and just to never take no as an answer. So it's been a very exciting time here, and I don't think I would make any changes. I would definitely stay here, and if I could stay longer, I would, but I don't think anyone would be okay with that.
John Carroll has a 2-point lead over Ohio Northern, 6-4 here at halftime in a very critical game for John Carroll. A win gives them a share of the OAC regular season title, and Ohio Northern, as the statistics, we'll take a look at those, Tom, of Ohio Northern's played the Blue Streaks pretty even.
Pretty even. Pretty much the whole all statistics are even across the board here. As we say, our score is 6-4, but shots on goal, John Carroll with 21 shots off, and Ohio Northern just 3 behind him with 18. Saves, goalie play on both ends have been great. 2 saves by John Carroll, 4 by ONU. Ground balls, John Carroll takes a little bit of a lead in this, which kind of surprises me because ONU ranks 10th in nation with percentage for ground balls, but they trail John Carroll by 4 ground balls, with coming in with 14. Face-offs split right down the middle, 6 apiece out of 12 face-offs, and clears also. Both teams doing a great job getting that ball out of their side of the field. 8 out of 9 for John Carroll, and 8 out of 10 for Ohio Northern.
One of the things that we were talking about at halftime, Tom, is the shots on goal, because Ohio Northern lost a tough one to Wilmington earlier this week, but yet they had a tremendous they outshot Wilmington by a phenomenal number.
Yeah, just that statistic is just mind-blowing for that. The game against Wilmington, they took a 54-21 difference in shots and lost. But here we'll just take a quick look at our standings. Coming into this game, Baldwin Wallace and John Carroll tied in the conference with both 5-1. Baldwin Wallace 13-2 overall, John Carroll 9-5. Then we go down to our second place, Mount Union and Otterbein come in with 4-2 record in the conference, followed by Capital with 3-3, Wilmington 2-4 in the conference, and Ohio Northern 1-5, and Muskegon sitting in the bottom with no wins, with they're 0-6. So this game has great potential for an upset for Ohio Northern as we're back into play now.
Yeah, Baldwin Wallace and Wilmington square off, so if there was an upset there and a John Carroll win, they would take the title outright. So, this is second half of play is underway, and John Carroll's going to have the ball to start here the third quarter as the clock counts down, and we're 14 and a half minutes to go already, and John Carroll is on the attack. And as we had said, that 54-21 advantage for that Ohio Northern had against Wilmington in the shots, it's pretty, to me, it's an incredible number.
It is, and then to walk away from that game with a loss is just mind-blowing, that you had that ball that many times on your offensive side and just not able to get away. Wilmington was able to get 18 saves in that game, so great goalie play out of Wilmington, but it was unfortunate they weren't able to walk away with a win.
And Pizarro's done a nice job for Ohio Northern in the first half, and as he's facing the pressure again here, Tom.
He is. Again, I can't say it enough. They need a big game out of him, and right now he's stepped up for that challenge. And we'll see what happens here the second half, but I imagine we're going to see a nice game out of him.
And that shot goes wide as it was almost like a change-up shot. And John Carroll will keep the ball, and they'll advance it as Colin Riley will handle it behind the goal. And one thing that John Carroll is missing is Declan Grady, who's their top scorer. So another great equalizer.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's not in on this game. We haven't heard one way or the other if he's hurt or any other reason that he's sitting on the sidelines, but he is not in this game, and hopefully that doesn't come back for John Carroll and hurt them. As we've said, this game means quite a bit to them. As we see a nice save there by Pizarro. The ball rolls off the end of his stick and out of bounds.
And John Carroll will set it up again as they start with Calhoun from behind the goal. Connor Pike, number 36, is in the wing, and the Blue Streaks will try to move it inside, and they'll set it back up. Rice out front. He'll make the move inside. Ball on the ground, picked up by John Carroll.
Rice was hoping for that pass a little bit higher because I think he was set to rifle one off. And when that pass came in low, just has to bounce that ball back out and reset that offense.
Calhoun goes to the left side, pulls it back out, and John Carroll will reset their offense. And here we go. Number 17 is Rice. He'll make the move to the right side off of the pick, back out to Calhoun as they try to move it in closer against Ohio Northern. Polar Bears digging in. They try to cut Calhoun off, and it comes back out front in the wing position.
Ohio Northern doing a great job putting pressure on John Carroll.
Here comes a shot on goal.
Save.
Pizarro
Nice
scoops
save.
it up.
Gets that body right in there, drops down low, makes a great save.
And he gets it upfield, and here come the Polar Bears. Aramo with it. There's a pass intended
nice stick
for.
Check, right. Yeah, nice stick check there by John Carroll. Knocked that pass out and gives them possession back as they'll move back down to offense.
Good defense by Carroll, and there's a toss in the corner. Michael Hubert will chase it down behind behind their goal, and they'll set the offense up. He'll go behind the goal as Colin Riley will come over, and those two are working the ball behind the goal. Pavoni on the defense for Ohio Northern. Rice.
We have a penalty here.
It's going to go against Ohio Northern, possibly.
Yep, it will. Play on penalty here against Ohio Northern. See if John Carroll, and we got another one.
Got two penalties.
So we potentially can be looking at a two-man advantage here for John Carroll if they don't score on this.
And the next dead ball will determine that. As Riley has it. He's going to go left side. He makes his move. And there's the pass inside, shot on goal, but Pizarro kicks it away.
Nice job of swinging that stick and sliding across, able to make that save.
Let's see what the penalties are.
See officials pick up the flag, and they'll discuss it here.
10:17 to go here in the third quarter. John Carroll 6 and Ohio Northern 4 as the officials.
Looks like these penalties are going to go against Pavone and Ludico, I'm sorry. Just pronouncing his name.
So they're going to be down two men.
They will be down two men.
What's the strategy for Ohio Northern's defense here? Well, how do you approach it? You got to do some type of a zone.
You got to play zone. You cannot play man. You have to play zone and try to force that ball and stay outside with it. Don't allow anything in the middle, and try to kill those penalty minutes.
Well, the pressure's really going to be on Pizarro at this series. Let's see how this turns out. There you see John Carroll on the offense. There's the toss inside. Here comes one of the shots.
Nice save by Pizarro.
Loose ball. Ohio Northern will scramble after it, and Evan Corderville will pick it up, and he's got it. And, boy, he's being dogged there by John Carroll, but Corderville is going to bring it upfield. He'll toss it across the other way. doing a good job of killing the penalties.
Ohio Northern desperately looking to get that ball inside the box, release a man.
They'll toss it
And
out
this
of
will go out
bounds.
of bounds. So unfortunately not able to convert that ball over onto offense. And they're still going to have to be 2 men down.
And John Carroll's back at it again.
There are about 20 seconds left on this man-up opportunity for John Carroll to score.
Loose ball.
Ohio Northern doing a great job defensively defending this advantage by John Carroll.
Jackson Feister, nice pickup for Ohio Northern. I think they're going to survive this one.
As they are, looks to be even.
And Ohio Northern will be on offense, down by 2. There's a shot just
shot on
off.
goal, and we'll have a penalty here.
What do you think the penalty is?
I believe it's going to be a slashing call here.
So things turn around real quick in this one. Ohio Northern down 2 men. They survive it. And now the pressure may go back on John Carroll.
John Carroll, yes, John Carroll will be down 1 man, so we'll see here. Again, we've said Ohio Northern 9th in the nation on man-up opportunities for scoring, and desperately needing a goal here.
8:40 to go. 3rd quarter. Ohio Northern down by 2 goals. Ohio Northern working on offense.
Doing a nice job moving that ball around.
Peter Hart was thinking about a shot. Now it's a loose ball. It's going to be picked up by John Carroll. Connor Pike has it. He will advance it forward. Number 16, Jacob Betts. Number 5 is Dakota Thomas. And John Carroll will set their offense up. And one thing we also noted was the depth of John Carroll. Lots of players in the game for the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, they're doing a good job working that bench in, keeping fresh legs on the field, but keeping the pressure on Ohio Northern.
Connor Pike, number 36. He'll go behind the goal. Michael Hubert, one of John Carroll's top scorers. He'll set it back out.
Defense doing a great job keeping them out from the middle, just forcing them to pass that ball around the outside. We'll see a shot here. Pavone gets a piece of it, and it will go out of bounds. John Carroll retained possession as they're able to get back behind the goal before anybody Ohio Northern player does.
Clock counting down, 7:20 to go, 3rd quarter.
Riley will bring the ball around.
And John Carroll will set it with number 28, Michael Hubert. Hubert back out front, Calhoun as they work the wing. Whitty with it, he's number 50.
Whitty's thinking about an outside shot here, but I don't think he has a lane open. You'll see him every once in a while drop that stick down looking to take a low shot, but Ohio Northern's defense doing a great job keeping those lanes closed.
And they try to apply the pressure here, but they kick it back out to Calhoun. Whitty back over to Thomas. They inch closer to that goal.
They are. They're putting pressure on, just inching in ever so little at a time. And that pocket's closing quickly on Ohio Northern.
That'll be Hubert. Back out Calhoun. Hubert behind the goal. There's a toss across the goal. Here's a shot by Thomas.
Knocked down by Ohio Northern's defender.
And once again, John Carroll setting it up. There's the pass to Calhoun. Shot on goal.
Nice save.
Pizarro.
Great job getting that body down, collapsing on that ball.
Alex Pizarro, number 32, a 6-foot freshman out of Boonesboro, Maryland.
He's come to step up for the challenge against John Carroll today.
Aramo with it for Ohio Northern. Up quickly. There's the pass. Pavone tries to make a move inside. He'll go behind the goal.
They're setting Weiss right up across the middle there again.
There it is.
Oh, the pass just misses.
Here comes shot on goal is just off as Mitch Groves had a good shot at it.
Lake makes a good save, but they had Weiss sitting right there where they wanted him, just not able to get that pass in there.
John Carroll right back at it. And Ohio Northern's defense will have to dig in again as John Carroll will go into their offensive series. There's a shot inside, and once again, Pizarro will knock it away. .4:59 to go here in the third quarter, and it's been a defensive struggle here. 6-4, John Carroll with a 2-goal lead. Roberts with it, number 25. Takes it to the wing. He'll set it back up, try to make a move inside. Connor Preston, number 33 on defense for the Polar Bears. And John Carroll behind the Ohio Northern goalie will set their offense up. Pizarro has had an outstanding afternoon in goal for Ohio Northern, facing nothing but pressure once again.
There we see John Carroll overloading the side, looking to get a man on the sneak on the backside. We're going to see a shot here.
Here's a shot.
Nice job by Pizarro.
Shot just a little bit off target. And here comes John Carroll. We got a whistle, though.
It looks like we have equipment timeout as John Carroll has Pike tying his cleat here.
And we'll take this opportunity to thank the sponsors bringing you this afternoon's game between Ohio Northern and John Carroll. Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, New Knoxville Supply, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, 4U Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, NKTelco, Kewpie Hamburgers bring you this afternoon's game between Ohio Northern and John Carroll. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first. And on the scoreboard, it's 6-4, John Carroll, 3:43 to go, third quarter of play. And what's been a real defensive battle here in this third quarter, Tom.
It has. It's the first half here, we saw quite a bit of offense, but right now we're seeing both teams put up a great defensive stance.
And looks like the wind is picking up again from the east, and the rain is coming down as Ohio Northern will handle the ball. Drew Aramo upfield to Pavone, or rather number 41, Noah St. Croix, and he'll handle the ball, and Ohio Northern will try to get into their offense. Personnel adjustment, Ohio Northern now set on offense. They work the perimeter. They try to close in. St. Croix with it.
Weiss just parked right up top of the goal.
He's number 25, and boy, they've had a lot of opportunities. Weiss has got, 8 shots?
Yeah, and quite a few that have been there, just the passes weren't able to get to him, or he would have quite a bit more.
And Ohio Northern being patient.
Just working that ball around, trying to get that defense to slide out more to open that up inside for Weiss. So we see him with the pass.
2:22 to go, third quarter. John Carroll applies the pressure. Groves will have it on the right side. He's going to make a move inside. Groves, he'll duck back. They'll set it up from behind the goal. Slagle. Back out to Aramo. Pass will be on the ground. We've got a whistle.
We're going to have a loose ball push here on John Carroll. That's what it is.
Ohio Northern maintains the ball with 1:50 to go. They'll set the offense. Boy, a score here would really set up for a great end to this third quarter and set up quite an end to the fourth quarter. The next 15 minutes of play.
As this pass goes out of bounds.
So it's a turnover for Ohio Northern.
Misfires right here for Ohio Northern. The last couple times they've had it down on offense is not help them out in this game.
Loose ball picked up by John Carroll. That's the 13th turnover of the afternoon for Ohio Northern, as John Carroll will go back on offense. Logan Calhoun, number 6 for John Carroll. Back over to Dakota Thomas. As those two will set up front, Thomas to Riley, and now back over to McGregor Roberts.
John Carroll's overloading the top of the goal here. Gonna have nobody back behind as they finally roll to the backside.
And they all move over to the other side for the pass across the front. There's the shot and goal. Number 36, Connor Pike. Boy, that was a nice offensive set by John Carroll.
That was. They just kept everybody up at top of the goal. Once they bounce it back around the backside, kick it back out to Connor Pike, sitting right at the top, and gets the shot off.
And the score now goes to John Carroll 7, Ohio Northern 4 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
That'll be Connor Pike's 3rd goal of the night here.
46 seconds to go, 3rd quarter, and instead of an Ohio Northern goal like we were hoping on that last offensive series, John Carroll comes back with a big play, big offensive series, and they lead now by 3, and with 45 seconds left, they'll win the faceoff too.
That's John Carroll's biggest lead of the night, and we'll see how Ohio Northern responds to this.
Ohio Northern has played very well this afternoon against John Carroll, who leads the OAC, and of course Ohio Northern in their first season of men's lacrosse. Carroll back into the offensive set. Connor Pike, who's cost Ohio Northern dearly, has the ball again. He tries to push it back out front, and let's see who picks up the ground ball. Ohio Northern will have it.
Quickly, nice job there by Ohio Northern, trying to get that shot off real quick as Lake was out of the goal.
And that's going to end our 3rd quarter of action. Our score, John Carroll 7, Ohio Northern 4. We'll be back for 4th quarter action right after this.
To celebrate the opening of such a cool space, then to have a bunch of really good food, sports on the TVs, and hang out with all your friends.
We had the privilege and exciting honor of being the focus group for this amazing new space.
And really what this came about is we had always wanted someplace on campus that students could hang out that would draw people to McIntosh Center. So what we did is we pulled together a bunch of student opinions, and we've been working on this concept for quite some time. And now that it's here, it is incredible to see in person.
We have been wanting this for a while, ever since I was a freshman, and I'm a senior now. Now that it's here, it feels...
Mitchell Frisbee at the face-off for Ohio Northern, and the Polar Bears need to stop John Carroll's momentum here as we start the final quarter of play.
Yeah, they cannot let it get away from them here.
And
we'll have
Ohio Northern will have the ball.
They had to turn it back over to John Carroll on a penalty.
And John Carroll will have it. And they'll go into the offensive set again. And, boy, just we were talking about it between quarters there. Just a big offensive play there by John Carroll to get that 7th goal.
Yeah, you could just see that play setting up. John Carroll just was overloading the top of the goal, And once they bounced that ball to back behind, you just knew it was a matter of time before they kicked it back out and got that quick shot off when it's exactly what they did, and it paid off for them big time.
Let's see what Ohio Northern does now on offense. They need a goal here. As number 2, Peter Hart with it, 6'2" freshman. And John Carroll will come up with the loose ball, and they'll start the offense. Oh, almost loses it as good
believe
defense
the ball's
there.
still on the ground. There it is, picked up finally by John Carroll.
McGregor Roberts putting some pressure on for Ohio Northern. Goalie is
Lake will bring it up here.
out of crease, and here comes John Carroll as Whitty will bring it up, and Ohio Northern will drop back on defense.
Again, we see him setting that ball, that overload up top here, and have nobody behind the goal.
See how they set it. Number 25, McGregor Roberts. He's handling it as they all get into position.
I imagine we're going to see they'll roll one guy behind goal here and kick it back out and try to get another quick shot off.
And number 5 is Dakota Thomas. Now with the ball is Connor Pike. He's got 3 goals so far this afternoon. Pike slips, still has the ball.
Yeah, able to retain possession. We'll see a shot
on goal.
Wide, quickly scooped up by John Carroll, and they're going to reset that offense.
Keeping the pressure on Ohio Northern, and Alex Pizarro's had a good afternoon in goal for Ohio Northern.
Nice job by Ohio Northern's defense, sticking with John Carroll, playing more of a man-to-man.
There's a shot on goal.
Saved by Pizarro, I'm sorry.
And John Carroll coming back at it. But the problem is you just keep continually getting the shot like that.
Eventually it's going to go in, yeah.
And the pressure, you got to get somehow.
They need a takeaway real soon here.
The takeaway is it's 7-4, and John Carroll running the clock, got a three-goal lead, 12 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Roberts.
Yeah, statistically, I mean, defense is doing a great job, but as many shots as John Carroll's getting off, they're eventually going to get one in.
And Roberts has it. Pass across. Here's a shot on goal.
Wide.
John Carroll will regroup.
Pizarro slides nicely over. It's a wide shot. Not able to get a stick on that to knock the ball down. So we got a loose ball. Picked up by Ohio Northern.
Number 23 with the Andrew Fox picks it up. And upfield come the Polar Bears. This is Anthony Pavone.
John Carroll's defense collapses in on him and cuts him off and forces him to bounce that ball back out and reset.
As Ohio Northern gets the right personnel in on offense, as Groves, number 16, in the lineup, as Hart is number 2. Number 41, Noah St. Croix with it. Makes the move inside, back out Groves. Pavone. And they lose the ball. It comes out to Carroll. John Carroll. Number 1 is Dominic Starvagi.
Yeah, Lake will now take it and rework the clear as we see pressure being put on by Ohio Northern's defense.
Hubert.
He's got a beat on goal.
He's going to set it back up. 10-20 to go in this one. Hubert with it. Guarded closely by Fox. Back over to Dakota Thomas, and John Carroll they can afford to be patient right now.
They can. They're the ones sitting on the 3-goal lead, and as we're going to have a play on penalty. And we're going to have a second flag out now.
Second.
Let's see what the calls here come. This is not what Ohio Northern needed right now, is to possibly go down by 2 players.
10:02 to go as the officials discuss what the call is going to be here.
See what we get. We're still discussing it here in the middle of the field. Again, if both penalties go against Ohio Northern, it's not what they need at this point, down by 3 goals. With that offense that John Carroll's running,
And
they cannot afford to go down by another goal and try to make up 4 goals here with 10 minutes to go.
And let's see what the call is. Official going over to the scorer's table.
Looks like we're going to maybe have offsetting penalties
Offsetting
here.
penalties, yep.
So both teams will be down a man, so we'll still be even play.
So this will make things interesting. 7-4. John Carroll will have the lead and have the ball. Thomas. And they move it around to the wing. Roberts handling the ball. O'Grady on him for Ohio Northern.
They're just bouncing that ball around, doing a nice job here.
Calhoun. Back over to Thomas. And I think we're back at full strength for both teams. And
Yes,
now
they are both only 30-second penalties, so John Carroll able to stall enough to get their full strength back.
Calhoun will have it to Roberts. Roberts on the right side, and John Carroll's taking their time as they try to regroup on offense.
Not forcing anything here. No need for a turnover on John Carroll's side as they sit on a 3-goal lead. But shot here just goes wide.
Shot wide of 8:46 to go.
But John Carroll's not content to just sit on that ball as we see there. They're still willing to take the shots.
And for Ohio Northern, all you can do is play good defense here and somehow
try
get
to
the
force
ball
a
back.
turnover. Yep, try to force a turnover here. I mean, there's still 8:46 left in the game. Down by 3 goals, you're not out of the game. You still got plenty of time, but you can't afford to go down by 4 here as the time does tick away, and it becomes harder and harder as it goes.
And we're waiting for the ball to be put into play. There's the whistle, and John Carroll has it from behind their goal. They'll set this up out front. Riley. Calhoun loses it. Ohio Northern will pick it up. Loose ball. Picked up again by Ohio Northern. Falvo, number 31. Ooh.
See his level out there in front. He tried to get that shot off, and just not able to. Had to switch hands on his stick and lost his momentum.
And John Carroll will come back at it. Woody, number 50, across midfield. And John Carroll once again sets into their offense. Calhoun over to Whitty, behind the goal this time. They get it to Riley. Whitty will make his moves to the outside. On him is Connor Preston, number 33 for Ohio Northern.
John Carroll doing a great job.
There's a shot on goal and a score. Number 36, a name we've mentioned a couple of times this afternoon. Number 36, Connor Pike. He has the goal, and with 7:34 to go here in the contest, John Carroll goes up 8-4 over Ohio Northern.
As I was saying, John Carroll was doing a great job, not forcing anything in there, just working the ball around, working it around. They get Pike to cut up the middle there and get his shot off, and it's 4th goal for the night for him, having a great offensive game.
8 shots, 4 goals. That's pretty good shooting. And John Carroll with that 4-goal lead now in the faceoff. Loose ball.
Picked
Picked
up.
up Ohio Northern and back to the Northern goalie. Fox will bring it upfield. Aramo at midfield. Toss up to Fox, or rather Connor Preston, number 33. And we've got a whistle.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here, taken by Ohio Northern.
Got a timeout. Our score, John Carroll 8, Ohio Northern 4. We'll be back right after this.
It's not often you get a chance to thank publicly someone who has provided something to this scale. It's a spectacular facility, and it's one of the best in college soccer. It's one of the best in track and field anywhere. A great day for us to be able to gather together and thank the Kirscher family for their generosity and their support of our sports.
Kirscher Stadium, home of Ohio Northern's men's and women's soccer team and men and women's outdoor track team, is now one of the finest soccer track stadiums in the nation. The stadium not only serves the university, but provides a first-rate facility for the entire West Central Ohio sports and recreation community. And we are very, very proud of that. And we thank Bob and Barb, because now the dream of a first-class soccer and track stadium is truly a reality. So please, everyone, join me in expressing our deep gratitude and sincere appreciation to the Kirschers for their generosity and their love of Ohio Northern. We thank you.
Here at Ohio Northern University, the Polar Bears have the ball, and you can see the rain coming down here as we approach the final 6:47, and that's what Ohio Northern's facing. Shot on goal and the score.
Ohio Northern does a great job coming in off of that timeout, sets that offense up, and gets that shot off just what they needed.
Anthony Pavoni, number 4, with the score, and it's 8-5. So what a great
Takes 18 seconds off the clock to get that goal in there, and it's exactly what Ohio Northern needed.
needed a big boost there as they had fallen 4 goals down, and John Carroll in this pleasant weather that we're having here in the second half of play taking advantage of it, but Ohio Northern counters, so now the faceoff makes it interesting. Frisbee at midfield for Ohio Northern. Ohio Northern 7 out of 16 on the faceoffs, and they
win that one.
Slight advantage overall in the game for John Carroll. 6.5 to go. Pizarro. Loose ball. Picked up John Carroll.
I would have to say this game is a little evenly more matched than what you might think when you look at paper, seeing this is Ohio Northern's inaugural season, and they're coming in with all freshmen. John Carroll being, top of the leaderboard in the OAC. You would expect it to be a blowout, but Ohio Northern not going down without a fight. And I imagine going into next season, Ohio Northern's going to be looked at as a threat, and not the rookie team that they thought they came into this season as, because they turned some heads, I believe, this season.
John Carroll with the ball, and as we said, John Carroll with everything to win here this afternoon, so to speak, and they'll control the ball right now. Ohio Northern on the defense, and John Carroll, if I have my numbers correct, they're in the third year of their program. Is a nice stop there by Pizarro, and entering this season they were 22-11 in their first 2 years, and they're 9-5 overall this season. And entering play, they were 6-5 in OAC play, and then this season now 5-1. Shot on goal, no.
Nice save by Lake.
Lake with the effort. So John Carroll will have the offense with 4:50 to go in this one. Adolph, number 19, he'll cross midfield. Loose ball.
Picked up by Ohio Northern.
See if they can capitalize. Fox has it. He'll pass it upfield to Aramo. Aramo, he'll make his move inside. Defenders back. There's the shot on goal.
Save again by Lake.
Boy, great save by Lake, as they had a pretty good looking shot there out of the after the turnover.
Both times Ohio Northern has gone on offense. They've gotten a shot off quickly. They're looking to close this gap here as the minutes tick down. They're now down to 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game.
And we have a timeout on the field. Our score, John Carroll 8, Ohio Northern 5. We'll be back right after this.
It's kind of funny because the first years here at ONU were very interesting, and my through social interaction, being a freshman, I didn't really know what to expect. I could either choose to be introverted and stay away from people, or be extroverted and meet new people on campus. Obviously,
Hello? I've been in an accident. My van's not drivable, and I have my kids, and they need to get to school,
Ma'am.
but I can't.
Ma'am, relax. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
At Sydney Body Car Star, we don't just take care of your vehicle, we take care of you. With Enterprise Rent-A-Car on site, we get you back to your daily routine with minimal interruptions, returning your car and your family back to normal. Sydney Body Car Star, relax. We'll take it from here.
John Carroll with the timeout to regroup a little bit. As you said, Tom, the Blue Streaks getting a little bit sloppy there.
A little bit sloppy, some miscues here. How Northern's quickly picked up the ball on gotten a couple turnovers, and both times they've done that, gotten shots off quickly. Lake stepped up and made some nice saves, but it could easily swing back the other way for John Carroll, and they had to take a timeout, I believe, to regroup, which was wisely done.
Yep, and they're into their offense, and Connor Pike has it back out to Logan Calhoun, and Calhoun will toss it back over to Pike, who's got 4 goals in the afternoon for John Carroll, and he'll get it to Calhoun, and there's the loose ball. There's a turnover, and it's picked up by Ohio Northern quickly downfield. Across the midfield they come.
That's 3 turnovers here by John Carroll, the last 3 offensive series they've had.
Ohio Northern trying to get that shot on goal. They're down by 3 goals, 3:15 to play in this one. They'll set it back up. Aramo. Back over to Pavone. Ohio Northern making some personnel changes. Now they're set. Pavone. St. Croix back out. Aramo. He'll try to go inside. There's a shot in front of the goal. Beautiful job by Ohio Northern.
Weiss, I believe that is, able to get that backside shot off.
Max Weiss, and boy, that was a great pass. Weiss found himself, as he's been all afternoon, right in front of that goal.
Sets him right outside that crease. Nice pass there by Aramo. Dumps it off to Weiss, who's able to backhand it in.
And with 2:49 to play in this one, Ohio Northern creeps closer to John Carroll. It's 8-6, and now a very important face-off. Let's see how the Polar Bears do on this one. There you see the set. Ball is placed. And there's the whistle. Ball in the air. Loose ball. And still loose. And it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see.
It's going to go Ohio Northern's way.
Mitchell Frisbee, number 13, I think. Last one to touch it, and Ohio Northern, they'll go into their offensive set. Boy, a score here would really
I was
tighten
just
this
thinking,
one up.
you almost feel that momentum starting to swing towards Ohio Northern's way, even though they're down by 2. You just feel they're playing with a little more intensity right now than John Carroll is.
Aramo loses the ball but picks it up quickly. He'll set the offense up. That'll be Pavone. He's with it for Ohio Northern. Back out front to Hart. Hart moves inside. He'll move back over. Get it to Pavone. Shot on goal.
Off a Lake stick, and it'll bounce out back of the goal, or out of bounds. And Ohio Northern will reset their offense now.
1:45 to play in this one. Clock is counting down as Slagle has it. He's trying to move it closer to the goal. There's the pass. Loose ball picked up John Carroll. Once again.
Weiss pursues him.
That's Tommy Adolph, number 19 for Carroll. Trying to get it out to number 24, Gary Anile.
Hart's doing a nice job sticking with them.
Clock is at 1:20. John Carroll's going to clear midfield. Clock approaching 1 minute to play in this one.
I imagine we're going to see John Carroll be content with keeping that ball, just passing it around on the outside, not taking any shots here, as they don't want to turn over, as we're down under a minute.
Hubert. Northern trying to put the double team on wherever the ball goes. This time it's...
As we got goalie out of the goal.
Wide open, and we're at 38 seconds.
That's exactly here what we see. I believe John Carroll's just going to keep bouncing that ball around. They just got to kill that 30 seconds now and walk away with a win and a share in the OAC.
Hubert back out front to Thomas. Over to Whitty, and John Carroll's going to win the OAC title, at least a share of it, as we're down to the final 10 seconds of play. Not much Ohio Northern can do as they trail by 2 goals. Great effort by the Polar Bears on a windy, rainy afternoon here at Bill Robinson Field, Al Robertson Stadium. And that's going to be it. John Carroll guaranteed a share of the OAC championship. They win today. John Carroll 8, Ohio Northern 6. We'll be back with our recap right after this.
Our communities are filled with history, culture, and ambition. People who put others first. We are a bank that is defined by what we do, not just who we are. We build relationships. We grow businesses. We support communities. We advise the people that matter most to us, our customers. Stop in at any of our 5 locations, sign up for internet banking, or download our mobile app to better serve you. We can assist you with your next loan, personal accounts, investments, or business needs. Think first. First National Bank. Member FDIC.
Take a drive to the premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership at Bud's in Salina. Enjoy our huge inventory, including the Ram 1500, Jeep, and Chrysler Town & Country. Top-rated Ram dealer in the surrounding area. Convenient 6-day service center with Saturday hours, Monday through Thursday until 8 p.m. Bud's has an extensive business link vehicle offering with the Ram ProMaster 4500, 5500 truck series. Stop by Bud's today at Route 127 in Salina.
John Carroll earns a share of the OAC Men's Lacrosse Championship here at Ohio Northern University with an 8-6 win over the Polar Bears. Great effort by Ohio Northern in their first season of play, and time now to take a look at the numbers of this matchup between the Polar Bears and the Blue Streaks.
Well, our score here is slightly off. It was an 8-6 win by John Carroll, but there we go.
Beautiful.
It was definitely not a disappointing game by any means for Ohio Northern. Stats very close on both teams. Difference here in shots on goal. John Carroll able to get 39 off, connects on 8, where Ohio Northern only able to get 27 off. Saves, both goalies doing an outstanding job. Lake with 6 saves and Pizarro with 10 saves. Has a great game, which he needed to have. Just unfortunately, they fall short. Ground balls, John Carroll goes away with a little bit in the favor of them, 35 versus 29 for Ohio Northern. Face-offs, evenly matched, split right down the middle, 9 out of 18 for both teams. Clears, 13 for 15 for John Carroll and 17 for 20 for Ohio Northern. But again, neither team Ohio Northern should not walk away with their heads hung low on this game, as they were in it the entire game, going step for step with the conference leader, and they'll walk away with still a victory in the season. For they walk away with a 8-7 record.
Good first season for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, 8-7, and of course in OAC play only 1-6, and of course John Carroll just on a roll right now as they capture at least a tie, depending on what Baldwin Wallace does this afternoon, a share of the OAC championship, and with this win they earn the top seed in the upcoming OAC tournament as well. We'd like to thank our sponsors here this afternoon: Francis Furniture, Fowler's TV, New Knoxville Supply, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, For You Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, St. Mary's Trucking, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco Sports, NKTelco, and Cupie Hamburgers, bringing you men's college lacrosse between Ohio Northern and John Carroll. Our scoreboard sponsor this afternoon, First National Bank, Think First. Replays brought to you by Sydney Body Car Star, and our Keys to the Game segment brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. We'd also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of men's college lacrosse. Today's game can be seen on NKTelco Cable Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Sunday, May 1st at noon, and Monday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. You can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.net. And we'd also like to thank our crew here this afternoon at Ohio Northern. On the camera, Kurt Kuffner, Bryce Emmerich, Phil Wiedenheft, and in the truck, Isaac Sell and Daniel Allen. Once again, Dave Helmstetter, alongside me, Tom Mealy, and our final score from Ohio Northern, John Carroll 8 and Ohio Northern 6.